What's up, everybody? We are gonna go check out Aquaman, right?
Aquaman?
Yes, Aquaman. Dude, freaking
Okay.
we're gonna go see Aquaman today.
And The Lost Kingdom?
We watched the trailer reaction right here, so check that out. What's your?
Look, it's the end of an era. It all started 10 years ago, 2013,
Dude, that's
with
freaking
Man of
crazy.
Steel, and it's all coming to an end now with Aquaman 2. Yeah, it's an end of an era. I just, poor Jason Momoa.
Dude.
I think he got screwed.
Let's be honest. I think the whole DC universe got screwed.
Yeah,
The whole break.
everyone got screwed.
Everybody in
Henry
that.
Cavill, but
Henry Cavill got the most screwed.
I'm excited for this new James Gunn era of DCU. I'm excited for it.
I want to be a little bit patient. I'm excited, but I'm also, it's a long way. And a lot can happen in a year.
Yeah, a lot can happen. But going back to Aquaman, like, the only one to make $1 billion. Okay?
True.
They took him 5 years to make a sequel.
And
I don't know why.
And I rewatched it, and it's a good time. Aquaman 1 was a good time. I'm hoping for this one to be a good time.
I'm hoping it's a good time.
That's like, I don't have high expectations. I'm just going in for it for a good time and expecting that it's going to be a trip.
Yeah. Look, I'm ready for a good time. My expectations are down here, and I think that's what's going to make me, like, enjoy this movie.
Okay, wait. What is your expected rating?
Probably like a 6.5? 6?
Yeah, I was gonna go for a 7.
Oh, you are?
I think it's gonna be a 7.
Like I said, I'm down here, man.
That was higher than I thought you were gonna go for a 4.
No, because, like, the first one was enjoyable. So I think, like, go for a 6, and maybe it'll be up to, like, a 7.
Okay, the real question is, will this movie make $1 billion? I don't know. We will have to find out later.
No,
It's not gonna make it. Anyways,
I'll tell you right now.
Let's go watch it, and then we'll give you guys our little thoughts after the fact. So, we'll see you after the film.
Later.
Okay, we're in the studio.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while since we've been in the studio. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
And we finished up the movie. Marcel, lay your thoughts on me.
Here are my initial feelings. I think I liked it better than I thought I would.
Overall,
Yeah.
even going into it.
Yeah, I had really low expectations.
Okay, I think.
And let's talk about, like, the rocky road to this movie. Very rocky road. What took 5 years to get the sequel out?
5 years, I think. Yeah.
Obviously there were tons of reshoots, rewrites. Michael Keaton was going to be in this. Henry Cavill was going to be in this.
I mean, the whole Johnny Depp and
Amber
Heard situation.
And then obviously this was supposed to come out last December.
Correct.
Right before Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not have made it.
That would not have made it. And then it got pushed out a whole year later.
Yeah.
So it's just been like a rocky lead up to this movie. We know it's the last one. Have you seen, like, any of, like, the recent, like, marketing for it? Like,
No, I didn't. No, all I saw was our trailer. We did the trailer reaction. And then nothing. I haven't seen. Oh, maybe a little bit of social media of, like, once they got done with the strike.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa did some sort of, like.
I saw that one TikTok dance that he did.
Oh, I didn't see the. I saw him, like, with E Entertainment or whatever. There's some girls walking up and he gave her the Triton and he put his arm around her, and it was, I don't know, something dumb.
But, like, a lot of the marketing has been Aquaman's last stand.
Oh,
and, like, they're really like leaning into, like, this is it. Like, we're not doing any more of these. And so, like, it's been interesting, just like, and we know that there's gonna be the whole new DCU happening. So I just was curious. I had my expectations down here. I really enjoyed the fight sequences.
Yep.
I see where the story was going. I think the screenplay was poorly written. There were
very
beats that just didn't land for me.
But here's what I think it is that they got eaten alive with everything that happened, and so, like, I think that whatever merit that they might have wanted to kind of go for, like, they're just like, well, what are beats that we could throw in here that would make this movie work as, like, just a decent enough standalone with everything else we're throwing in there.
Sure.
That's what I think happened.
Okay, I can see that.
I don't like. Did I feel like at moments there's like this was a reshoot? 100%.
Yeah.
But did I feel like it was terrible? Like with this how they set it up? No. It actually wasn't.
Like, and I'm thinking going back to the two other movies here in the DCEU.
Yeah.
Like this felt better, like patched up than like Suicide Squad.
The first one,
the David Ayer one.
I would actually rewatch that this last week.
Oh, you're gonna tell me you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it.
No, didn't. I remember it being terrible. I didn't think it sucked that bad. It still sucked.
Yeah.
Especially the Joker situation, like like the whole Joker and like the Harley Quinn, like no Batman situation, like that was a huge missed opportunity. Yeah. Obviously that's a whole nother freaking episode. But but all I'm saying is I didn't. Yeah, you think it's better than Civ's that one?
I feel like it's.
I would agree.
Edited and patched up together better than that one.
I will say there was a couple edits, at least when we watched, that I felt like I felt the edit, like aggressively, and I was like, "Ooh, that was not a good edit."
Yeah.
And I'm sure they could probably tweak something and have it fixed before it comes out on to DVD or to streaming. Yeah. What are the thoughts?
Here's what I did like. I love, and we saw this in the first one, this like expanded mythological world. Okay?
Aquaman.
Of Aquaman, of all these kingdoms that existed thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, right? I love that we dig more into that in this movie. I love Topo, okay? I'm so glad he made it in this movie. And I love Storm, his seahorse. Yes!
Listen, I don't know what it is. I think that because of Aquaman being not like the like A-list favorite for like most non-comic book lovers that aren't really comic book lovers that have never really dived into like the great stuff. Because Aquaman's comics, I mean, obviously there's cheesy, there's old stuff, but like he's got his character in comic books is actually pretty great.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great runs. So, but seeing them just lean in to it, because you don't necessarily. I mean, I feel like Batman gets it, but you've got it in different aspects, but they don't stray too far. They want to stick to it, and part of it is because Batman's the most of the most loved, and then also on Superman's end, you don't like I love that Man of Steel, Zack Snyder went with a little bit more. We talked about this in our episode. Freaking give us some more
of Krypton.
Give us some more Krypton love. I absolutely loved that they had the seahorse. It felt, and I've said this before, like, and I'm saying it again. I'm here for DC committing to it feeling like a comic book.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it very much. Look, it gets cheesy, it gets corny at times.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's okay. Let us have a comic book moment.
Yes. But then it gets like really corny in the screenplay.
See, that's where we get lost.
Yeah, I got lost. I was just like, that line does not hit here.
What would you love to see more filmmakers when they go into making these type of movies in making sure that comedic beats aren't cheesy or corny, but help just add a little. Do we have a good example? What do you think could be better? Do you have thoughts on that?
I think like stay true to like the character, and I'm gonna. What's coming to mind right now is The Suicide Squad. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. That movie, it has its like funny moments. Okay, it has characters that are going. There's banter back and forth with Rick Flag, with Harley Quinn, etc. But you're not distracting me from the overall story. The comedy is supporting the character, but you're still giving me the emotional beats when needed. And there were times in Aquaman where you're trying to have this like serious moment, and the MCU is very like notorious for this, right? A serious moment, and you throw in some funny quip there. And it's just like, oh, should I be laughing? Should I not? What are you as a filmmaker wanting me to feel right now?
And it's not necessarily a filmmaker, right? I mean, well, it's the whole team effort, right?
Yeah.
They write this line, they think it's gonna work, then you throw it on camera, and it like it just doesn't land because of the way because what they have the way they have to shoot it, the way the story's already progressed. By the time we as an audience experience it, and then the way you have to edit it, like, oh man, we got to make this work as best we can, right? Now, in the and it's hard because as an editor, you're looking at tons of other footage and you're trying to select. So like this could have been the best. Take or that, you know, with all the like reshoots and things that they had to do.
Oh, like, Michael Keaton was supposed to be here. Let me pull out that whole sequence.
Freak, what are we gonna do? Oh, okay. Let's see what other stuff we got over here. let's just throw this in. But I do really appreciate what you said. I think that if you're gonna do something, stay true to the character. Or have what the moment support the character. And I think that's part of the reason why Spider-Man has always been such a great like. Spider-Man was really good. I feel like I've never really read a ton of arcs when it comes to Iron Man, but I feel like Robert Downey Jr. really found who Tony Stark was for the MCU. And he was able to play to him, right? Whereas for Jason Momoa. Maybe it felt very much like, let's just have Jason Momoa riff or something.
Yeah. The other thing that really was very jarring to me from any other comic book movie was the costumes this time around really like looked very like padded.
Oh, very padded.
They did not look like form-fitting.
Like I don't remember it being that way in the first one.
And like you could even see like...
Did you?
No, not in the first one. Like you could see like the neckline, like the big gap.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like what's going on here?
Yeah.
Even though Patrick Wilson was ripped.
Yeah.
But like it was just like a big old gap, and I'm like, that's not very form-fitting.
Well, and I'm like, is it CG? Is it not CG?
Well, what's his face? I know Jason Momoa was recently during press release or press tours was talking about how he just doesn't work out anymore. Like,
oh yeah,
like he's just like, yeah, if I don't need to, like I won't.
Yeah. I think we were talking about this somewhere.
Yeah,
I was talking. Anyways, overall. Okay, so here's a question. What did you give? What's your ranking on it?
I would give this like a 6.5.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 4 overall. That's low.
That's
for
low.
me. But if I look at this as just like an Aquaman movie, I give it a 7.
That's where I'm at.
If I think about just as an Aquaman movie and just a fun time, I give it a 7.
I think like if I really think about how the fact that this is the end.
Yeah.
This is the end of the DCEU, which has been very...
It's rocky and
rough, right?
Yeah.
And I look back and I'm just like, oh man, like, that's it. I think, with that perspective, I'm like, this is probably like a 4.5 for me.
4.
With as a standalone, its own thing, I give it like a 6.
Yeah, it's a good time. Should people go see it in theaters?
If you love Aquaman and you enjoyed the first one,
you should go see it.
Go see it.
Like, yeah, for sure.
I mean, go see it after you watch The Boy and the Heron. Maybe you go watch Wonka.
Go experience art, maybe some musicals. If you have nothing to do with your kids during and your kids are old enough, they would enjoy it. Sure.
Yeah, why not? My last thought, and I'm thinking of like back in 2000, I don't know, 2006, when X-Men: The Last Stand came out. Okay. Or even before then, when Spider-Man 3 came out. I remember walking out of X-Men: The Last Stand and being like, wow, that was bad. I don't think they're making more of these. And I was so heartbroken because I was just this young
I remember
high schooler.
This. I remember this vividly.
Who was just like, there was so much potential here, and I love the X-Men. Like, this is it. Or even like Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
When that came out, I was just like, what did I just watch?
Yeah.
Like they're not making more of these. And I remember just being like so upset that this is how it ended.
Yeah.
Right? This is how it ended. Whereas this one, I'm just like, I'm ready for a new DCU. I'm ready for the new DCU. I'm okay. I will always love Man of Steel, Henry Cavill. I still think Ben Affleck was a great choice for Batman, yes. Right? And I'm one of those people who thinks Gal Gadot was awesome as Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
First Wonder Woman, just a great movie in my opinion. But I'm just kind of to the point where like I'm not heartbroken as I was when Spider-Man 3 came out or X-Men 3 came out. I'm just kind of like, this is the end of it.
Yeah,
I'm ready for something new.
obviously, like, this is only the second movie of Aquaman, right? And we're not going to get a third, which is totally great because both of them are a trip. They are like, this one is not nearly the same feeling of like 2 or 3 movies in one, but it definitely has, like Marcel was saying, like it dives back deep into like some of the extra world. I felt like it was like a weird Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Winter is Coming / The Return of the King vibe, and with a little bit of like Skull Island thrown in there, a little, Black Manta.
Great.
I think he's such the
Abdul Mateen.
Dude, he kills it as Black Manta.
He's great.
I thought the costume design was killer in the first one. This one's even better in my opinion.
Yeah.
And okay, what's the Asian guy?
Something Park.
Yeah,
Johnny.
Anyways,
Something Park.
Look, MCU and DC, because he's in this movie. I feel like MCU wasted him
in the last Ant-Man.
In the last Ant-Man, they really even some. Because in this one, although they didn't give him enough, they didn't have he had a lot of a fair amount of screen time in this one, more than he got in the MCU.
That's true.
But because the story in the line was really weak, but I truly appreciated him on screen.
Yeah,
he did a great job, and I'm sad that the MCU didn't leverage him more.
I remember when WandaVision came out.
Yeah,
and people were like, we should get a show of whatever his character's name is. Yeah, I can't remember his name. And what's the girl's name? She was in Thor. She was in WandaVision. She's the other scientist.
Yeah.
Both of them just buddy cop.
Yeah.
Series of just investigating the weird MCU paranormal stuff, right?
Yeah. Dude,
I would watch that.
They would kill it. He has a wonderful, and I love him in all of his non MCU movies and stuff. But I actually was like, man, I hope I hope he comes back in some capacity in the James Gunn DCU.
I'm not. I'm ready for a clean slate.
Oh, a clean slate. That's fair.
I'm ready to put the DCEU to bed and let's just move on.
Yeah.
And not that I don't like it, but I'm just we have all of 2024, nothing except for Joker Part 2 is coming out, which is part of the Elseworld, right?
Yeah.
But outside of that, nothing. Let's just I'm ready for something. I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Oh, man. But if you haven't checked it out, please go check out. I'm gonna leave a link right here on the break, how we got here, DCU. I feel like we did a really great job on that episode. Marcel did a lot of the heavy lifting. I did my heavy lifting on the editing.
You did your heavy lifting, yeah, for sure.
And I think that I think you gave a really great perspective. It doesn't quite feel as sad as those early stages of comic book movies where you had the third act and you're like, we might not get anything better than that. And which to me, I think brings me a little bit of hope. Yeah. No, actually quite a lot of bit of hope, because James Gunn, he's been on both sides. I think he understands why we want these movies. And why they're beneficial, and what they offer to not only us as consumers, but as filmmakers and as execs. And so I think you're right. I think that having a clean slate, having something that they're gonna no, let's set the tone, let's move it forward, and let's try to be smart about this.
Yeah.
And although Warner Brothers is in a weird situation, him manning the ship is really hopeful.
Yeah, it's hopeful, and I'm excited, and I think I'm just like I said, I'm ready for something new.
Yeah.
Let
us know if you go see, if you went and saw Aquaman. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. And
what was your favorite DCEU film?
Yeah.
10 years worth of these movies.
Yours?
I really like Man of Steel. Okay, I've talked about my love for Man of Steel.
Check out that episode.
Yeah, check out that episode.
It came out. We did a rerun this week.
Yeah. And The Suicide Squad. James Gunn's The Suicide
The
Squad.
Suicide Squad was really great.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I rewatched that one too.
Yeah.
It's so great. Way better than the first one for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yours? Yeah, I'm probably gonna say Man of Steel. I'm trying to decide if like Batman v Superman makes the cut or not. I don't think I need to rewatch that. I didn't rewatch it. I haven't rewatched it.
Yeah,
and I don't know if I want to.
I don't know if I want to.
I want to, and then I think about it, and it's a commitment.
It is a commitment
to watch that movie. It's a commitment to watch every single one of these movies. I'm just realizing this. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's actually sad to think that, like...
You know what's sad? Now you just said, I think it's also Man of Steel. Did it not get any better than Man of Steel? Like...
Well, no, it didn't. You know what got better? Seeing Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah.
That got better every single time I saw.
Yeah.
But that's not good enough.
That's not good enough.
What I mean... no, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman was really good.
Wonder Woman was really good. Second one,
oh my gosh! I think
here's the problem. Here's what happens with the second. Sorry, I'm sorry that we're going. I feel like we're here. I feel like Wonder Woman 1 was so great, and then they came out with Wonder Woman 2. It almost eclipses the first one in how great the first one is, because who knows what happened in the second one.
Oh my gosh, man!
I mean, that's a whole we could write up. There's so much stuff that happened in that one.
It's horrible. That's just
Poor
the whole
Jenkins.
wishing concept, and I don't know, man.
Poor Pedro Pascal didn't get his.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Maybe we'll do an episode of talking about our top 5 DCEU movies.
No, we don't have top. We just had this conversation.
We don't I mean,
top 5, maybe. Let's just talk about great moments in them,
or let us know. Okay, comment your favorite DCEU movies and let us know. Should we do an episode where we talk about the worst of the DCEU? That we can talk about.
Yes,
Comment below.
Let us know.